wasn't inactivity.
Leg. Get away! I refuse death! I also don't know if I have any self-res. So I remember that being a thing. Damn, leaving doors open now, are we?
You know what? I have somebody has probably done this, but I want to be like the anti-Doctor Disrespect.
Why anti-Doctor Disrespect?
Because, you know, it might be fun.
What exactly do they do?
So you know how Doctor Disrespect is?
Yeah?
I'm the opposite.
So why would you join a group that pretty much trash talks him for everything that he is?
You're not fucking getting it.
That's usually what the anti-people do, is they talk hella shit about a person because they just don't like that side of things.
Oh my god, you really don't fucking get it.
Dude, that's every anti-group ever. Dude, you can't tell me that isn't.
That's not what I'm fucking talking about!
So what the fuck are you on about? Because that's the only anti-someone, like,
it's
any
just
name ever.
The name! It's just the name!
Okay. Why didn't you just say, why didn't you just say you're gonna be the complete opposite of him? That would've made more sense.
Doctor Disrespect. Never mind. You know what? Fuck it. Never mind. We're done with this conversation. No, I'm not finishing this. No.
Why are you so upset about this?
I feel like you're not getting it. And it's pissing me off.
Why does that make you so upset? I asked a simple question.
I don't know, Jake! I don't know a lot about me! I don't know what goes on in my head! I don't know!
Don't yell.
I'm fucking retarded! You should know this!
Well, I wouldn't put you on that spectrum, but... Also, you know how much shit I give you, right?
Probably part of my problem. I don't like getting shit on. I don't. I fucking hate it.
That's a different thing. Fucking box. I hate this box so much. Shut up, Straub.
I'm better.
You said you're better?
Yes.
Okay. Fucking most random rage ever. No, zombies, fuck off. They're touching me. Wait, you don't have hands. I wouldn't be surprised if it's daddy issues.
Not that type, but...
I know, I'm giving you a hard time. Ooh, I like the lad. Especially when it's packed and called Mad Lad.
Spawning in this fucking silo. I fucking hate it in this silo.
Cause silo.
These suspects are not going down easy.
I know, not helping. Quick stands the west. Oh shit, they don't move. These things are doing jack shit.
I made an on-air, off-air sign.
I am on fire!
One of the neon ones.
They have one that literally looks like it's from like the 80s, like the old fashioned 80s theater signs.
But
I want to get that one.
and he's like, well, you don't have to do it right now. I was like, well, I want to do it right now, considering that you're putting it on a fucking time basis.
What does he mean time basis? Why the
Like, he's like, I don't want you to do it right now, but I want you to do it soon. It's like, well, I better do it fucking right now.
What
so
soon? And also, why does he want you to make the site again?
Because he does shit in here, and he doesn't want his... Like, if I'm getting my ass chewed out by him, he doesn't want the internet listening in, which, why do you think I do this?
Okay, so that makes sense, but at the same time, if he doesn't want people to know these things happen, then he just needs to not do it. Like, it's that simple. Like, hell, most of the time I tell my parents, hey, I'm streaming, if you need me, text me. They never text me, of course. Because they don't give a fuck.
And it's the same thing, like, I'm like, yeah, text me when dinner's ready, and I go take a nap up in my room. 3 hours later, I don't get a text, and I miss dinner. I was like, who the fuck did you text me?
That's why a lot of time I make my own dinner, because sometimes they don't, like, there are some things that I just don't eat that my parents make, or just, like, in general, anyone makes. And that's because, you know me, I'm picky. And it's the same story, you know, I'll be like, hey, let me know what we're not having for dinner. And then they make it, and I'm just like, oh, that's not something I'll eat.
Oh yeah, and if it's something that I don't want to eat, my dad gets on my ass about like, why the fuck are we gonna make dinners? Why don't you just shut the fuck up?
What are you gonna make in a couple years? Whatever the fuck I want. Hell, I don't even have to cook if I don't want.
I want. It could be.
It's funny too.
It could be as cheap as Chipotle or as expensive as Starbucks. Fuck you.
Actually, if you want to go really expensive, you could go pay 12 grand. No, McDonald's is just trash. I don't know why you picked that up. That's cheap and garbage. No, you know that one restaurant where that guy does like that little... I know, so did I. But that was when they used fake meat and all their burgers actually tasted good. Now the burgers taste like sadness. Just like their company.
It just tastes like the business. Sad.
Which, it used to be really happy up until, you know, they said grow up, essentially.
Yeah, until
it's like, you know, when Blockbusters used to exist?
Yeah,
only one exists now.
One Blockbuster exists?
Yeah, and it's nowhere in the US, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was out of US jurisdiction. I can't remember. I know, it's depressing. It's like, I was raised with that shit. Why?
I was raised with family. I was raised with family. I didn't really know much.
I went there at least once a week to get candy and a shit ton of movies. I wish I was kidding. At one point, we ended up renting the entire Pokemon series, like all the movies, including like Mewtwo, both 1 and 2. We ended up renting that out for, I think it was upwards of almost 3 weeks, and I watched them all on VHS.
Nice.
That was...
When VHS was a thing, I would watch The Road to El Dorado.
It still is! You watched El Dorado on it too?
Hell yeah!
Bruh! It was like that, Oliver and Company... It was like that, Oliver and Company... What else did I watch?
I didn't watch Oliver and Company, but my grandma does have it. She still
My
has a VHS player.
Bruh. Dude, when I, yeah. My grandma ended up getting rid of hers too. No, but when I was up in South Dakota, my mom and I were in a place, and we were going through movies. And I wish I was kidding, one of the movies we found, and ended up being a Christmas present, was... Oliver and Company, and oh my god, I almost cried listening to everything because it was so nostalgic. That and my pet Nibbler just died like a week after. That was a sad day.
Yeah, dude, I watched El Dorado. I think we had the Three Stooges on VHS at one point.
You had a physical copy of the Three Stooges?
Yeah, we had like, the cover had like the cartoon characters, and it was like there was only one part of it where it was actually the cartoon, but the rest was like the actual people.
Yeah, I mean that's what Three Stooges was the actual people.
Oh, I also remember watching the Three Stooges movie, like I think 1 and 2, if they made a second one, I don't remember.
I don't know if they made a second. I think they might have.
I feel like
they might have made
did.
even 3.
They probably did.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, at this point. At this stage of life, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because now everything comes in 3s.
Gotta have at least 3 of one child. That's how it feels. It's like, yes, you have the child, and then you have that child's child. Each one gets slightly worse. Although sometimes it gets better, like Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool 2 got pretty good.
That one was fucking awesome.
But, I mean, let's be real here. Deadpool 1.
Oh yeah, no, it goes Deadpool, like, in order of all the best ones, you want Deadpool 1, and then Deadpool 2. So, kind of like chronological order is how good it is.
Yeah.
I mean, even like the newer It movies, like, those are fucking good. Even the second one was really good.
I did not see those because I'm not a big fan of modern horror. I'm more of an old school horror.
Oh no, it goes off of the old one, mainly. It's remastered.
It goes off of, like, the old one, but it's like in, like,
Modern society.
It's not, yeah.
Which, I mean, it's still really cool, but well, actually, no, in the first one it traveled back, technically speaking.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to, like, the 90s era, anyway. Which, honestly, it was still really good. Like, they have the first one on Netflix, and I started watching it again.
Oh, nice.
And it's so weird, because it's like, you look at that, and then you'll look back at, like, some of the older horror movies, you know, stuff like Saw.
Oh, hell yeah.
I loved Saw. And, like, even, like, you know that one movie I referred to, Stay Alive?
Yeah.
That was a good movie, and that was based on, like, the gaming side of things. Which, honestly, they don't have enough movies where it's, like, a horror movie based on a game. They don't have enough of those.
No. Which, funny enough, that's what I'm thinking of doing, but I scrapped that idea.
It's not a bad idea, but it's a very niche
Because
market.
I would have to sign over, like, copyright infringement stuff. Like,
Well, not if you make a game. Like, you gotta think of it this way.